Listen.
You people want to get wild? Yeah. You want to get real wild? Do it. It's a Kentucky board gamer in the house.
Now let's get out there and melt some faces!
What is going on, guys? Tim here, the Kentucky board gamer, and I am here to show you something cool. As you'll see behind me here, Hrothgars Hoard is doing another Kickstarter, and again it is with some high quality items. As you probably know from his other Kickstarters, if you haven't seen them, I highly suggest you go to his page and check them out, check out his different products and such, and then come back here and check these out. Now, what I've got today are some bits of leather. Now, these are no ordinary bits of leather. These are DragonHyde spellbooks and DragonHyde book covers. And these are wonderful leather book covers that fit on your regular sized, larger sized core books. This one is not Dungeons and Dragons, unfortunately. It is Pathfinder. Now, that's not unfortunate for me, but it might be for you if you were expecting D&D underneath. But they fit on here. They fit perfectly. I mean, just perfect. They're here to protect your books. They keep from scratching the finishes on your books. They keep the colors brighter and nicer. So when you do take them off, you can actually admire the artwork on the covers as well as interiors of the books. These in particular do not necessarily come with this etching on them or engraving, because this costs more, but it's not much more. Don't be afraid and run off. You can get the books just with leather, or the covers just as leather, or you can have them engraved. Personally, I suggest you engrave them. I'm going to check about getting some made for Pathfinders, more than likely, for Pathfinder, so that I can cover my 3 core books. That is something I have to check into personally, but I'm pretty sure John will do it if you ask him. John's an awesome dude. So be sure to check these out. As I said, you know, they're high quality. He teamed up with another leather company, a smaller leather company that is doing leather-bound books. That's like their specialty, and they're stitched and leather-bound and, you know, awesome qualities. And as you can imagine from Hrothgars Hoard with previous things, you'll get nothing but the best quality here. I'd also like to note, though, that although these look pretty nice as they are, there are some mistakes and imperfections, and those are simply because these are prototypes. The final version is not going to look like that. I would hope not. If it does, I'm sure he would want you to let him know. But again, prototypes, so keep that in mind. These are just samples sent to me to be able to review them and show you the awesome quality. Now, on top of these book covers, there is also a spell book. Okay, and the spell book, this one in particular, is a darker leather, has an awesome little engraving on here. I don't know why I want to say engravement. It's wrong. And as you can see, has a little latch there. Same thing to note, there are imperfections on here. Again, prototypes, sample copies to be able to show you what things look like. So please do not expect that on your final copies. This has 40 plus pages where you can put your spell cards or your equipment cards, or a combination of both, or anything else you'd like in there that's card based. On top of that, there are 20 plus pages where you can do a little illustration of your character, where you're at, you know, anything you'd like to do, write notes, what have you. And the reason I say 40 plus and 20 plus is because I believe with the stretch goals, you may be unlocking more pages. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I noticed one of them happening that way, so that's what gave me that idea. Now, this particular one here is very nicely done, and as you can see, you stick that through there and you just cinch it tight. and you're ready to go. Now, on top of this, and here's another example of the hand stitching, or the leather bound stitching. I don't know if they'll be that exact design. I'd imagine they might be a little different from what I noticed on the actual Kickstarter campaign page. But that's, you can't get this kind of quality from just Joe Schmo. Sorry if there's actually a Joe Schmo out there. Don't mean to put you down. So anyway, on top of that, they also have the Adventurer's Journal and the Campaign Journal. The Adventurer's Journal is a 4.5 by 6 inch adventure book, a journal, and it's leather bound, comes with high quality pages. Both journals come with high quality pages for drawing or what have you. They're perfect for everything you might need. The Adventurer's Journal is obviously for the player, more or less, and the Campaign Journal is more for a DM, or at least somebody who's keeping track of an entire campaign. Now, that's not to say the Adventurer couldn't have either or. It's just a name. On top of these, there are also Dice Devil traps. Now, John over at Hrothgar's Hoard is an avid believer that dice don't need to go to dungeons or jails because they're going to pick up bad habits when they come out and roll more than likely worse just to spite you. Instead, he explains that there is probably a little devil that is haunting that die, and when you put them in the Dice Devil trap, you're catching the devil in the trap. You will release the die, who will not resent you for doing so, and now hopefully it will roll better. Now, some devils are a little bit stronger than others, so you might have to put your die in there a few different times, but eventually it will go back to normal. So that is pretty much it. There's also, I almost forgot, he is offering these awesome dragon pens. Now, he makes, when I met him back in Origins at Origins in 2016, I seen his booth and I was just completely floored, because I'm a little bit of a woodworker, a maker. I've done work in leather before. I have an extensive background of crafting. So when I seen his stuff, I'm like, oh my god, this is just amazing stuff here. He's got pens and razors and this and that and the other, and it's all handmade. It's not stuff you go and buy the pieces and you just glue it together. He hand makes these pens, and he's got these dragon pens that he's offering as an add-on to your books or journals or what have you in this campaign. And they are acrylic mixed, so you'll have a very unique pattern. Now, whether it be blue or green like the two samples he shows, or red or any other color, no two pens will be exactly the same because they're all handmade. So be sure to check out those pens. Check out his website if you've never seen his stuff. He's got some amazing things. And go ahead and jump over on Kickstarter and back this up, because you're wanting some high quality stuff for your high quality books. It doesn't give it any better than Hrothgar's Hoard. So thank you for watching. Be sure to go check him out on Kickstarter. Check out his website. Tell John I sent you. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later.